In our Sunrise Smart Start this morning, guests evacuated after a fire at the Marriott Hotel in Greece overnight. Firefighters responding to that hotel on West Ridge Road just after midnight. Officials say a furnace up on the 5th floor caught fire and caused some minor smoke damage there, though no injuries were reported. Rochester police investigating after a man arrived at the hospital with a gunshot wound last night. Investigators say that 30-year-old victim walked into the hospital around 10 o'clock after being shot in the lower body. He is being treated for non-life-threatening injuries. The location of that shooting not released. No suspects, we're told, are in custody. Police also investigating a separate overnight shooting. They say a 31-year-old man arrived at the hospital in a private vehicle around 2:30 this morning with a gunshot wound. He is being treated for non-life-threatening injuries as well. Investigators believe this incident occurred on Lyle Avenue in Rochester, but have not provided an exact location. No suspects in custody here either. Anyone with information about either shooting should call 911. State police are investigating after human remains were found in a drainage ditch in Dansville, Steuben County. According to troopers, the remains were found yesterday morning near Route 26 at Route 70. Investigators have not released any information about a potential identity or cause of death. To the latest on COVID-19, local businesses reacting to the mask mandate now in effect across New York. All customers at any indoor business or venue are required to wear a face covering unless that business issues a COVID vaccine requirement. Governor Hochul says the mandate will last through January 15th unless the spike in COVID cases and hospitalizations continues past the holiday season.
Every single person that enters our club, whether it be a member, a worker, someone visiting, someone working on part of our club, has to be vaccinated. We've also seen a lot of people coming to the club today that are not members that heard that we were doing this, and they really haven't felt safe to go back to the gym or to their health club. And they've decided to come here because they are vaccinated and they felt this was a better alternative.
For businesses that do not require vaccination, all patrons 2 and up must wear a face covering while they're indoors. Meanwhile, officials in some surrounding counties say they are not going to require customers to wear face masks, but leave that up to the business owner. Ontario County issuing a statement yesterday saying it simply doesn't have sufficient staff to enforce an indoor mask mandate. While in Livingston County, leaders there say this decision should come from local government, not the state government. Local nursing homes are calling on the governor for more long-term solutions when it comes to staffing and recruitment. Just a few weeks ago, 26 members of the National Guard were deployed to our region to assist with staffing amid the pandemic, but some facilities say it's not been enough. Erica Cost live in Brighton this morning with more on this. Erica, good morning.
Good morning, Mark. Well, the president and CEO at Friendly Home in Brighton says they have 40 less residents in beds here. Compare that to pre-pandemic times. They say they are severely understaffed, and they wrote a letter to the governor asking for more long-term solutions to this, like more reimbursement in Medicaid and more investment in training. They've been working on recruitment for years, but like any other industry struggling right now, nothing seems to be working. The president says the governor of Friendly Home says the governor deploying National Guard members is like putting a Band-Aid on a major wound. These members are filling in on aid duties like washing and bathing, but the area that's in desperate need for help right now, he says, is nursing.
You can't increase the number of people you care for if you don't have nurses in addition to the aides. Reimbursement, as I mentioned, has gone up 0% in the last 14 years, but our expenses have gone up. You don't have the money to invest to have career ladders for individuals.
So far, no response yet to the letter of asking for help from the governor. And we've also reached out to the State Department of Health as well for a response. We'll update you as soon as we learn more. In Brighton, Erica Cost, News 8.
A major issue. Erica, thank you. 13 National Guard teams have been deployed to Monroe Community Hospital to assist there. No timetable for how long they will be on the ground here. In other news, a school in Macedon will be closed today after a large apartment fire. Firefighters in Wayne County responding to West Street around 2 in the afternoon. Officials tell us 6 apartments were damaged in all. The Palmyra Macedon Intermediate School right next to that complex will be closed today because of a strong smell of smoke.
We had up to 6 or 7 departments respond. Thankfully, we were able to utilize multiple hydrants around the area. We established water quickly, and we were able to contain the fire to just the one building. Everybody went home safely, and everybody got out safe, so that was the main focus, the main importance.
And no one in that building injured, though one firefighter did suffer a sprained ankle. Other schools will be open today after being forced to close because of widespread power outages. Greece Olympia High School and Autumn Lane Elementary in Greece were closed yesterday. They will be open today. The Kendall School District in Orleans County also welcoming students back today. Over 1,300 people in Monroe County still without power, however, this morning after those weekend storms. Saturday gusts peaking between 60 and 76 miles per hour in some areas, cutting off power, taking down trees, and prompting travel advisories. Since then, RG&E says its crews have been working around the clock to help get electricity back up and running. RG&E says it plans to have about 95% of impacted customers with full power at some point today. You see that footage there. Not that distant a memory. There's even still just a little bit of a breeze out there this morning, James.
Just a little bit. Yeah, not
Nothing
too
like
bad.
that.
Nothing like that. It will pick up, though, later in the week. Thursday, 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts, but I feel like that number is a chump change compared to what we dealt with over the weekend. Temperatures just a hair above freezing. Webster, you're at 36 this morning. We're starting off in the 30s. We'll just finish in the 40s. Why not do a little bit of shopping today ahead of the holiday season? Christmas is 11 days away, Mark.
It's unbelievable. James, thank you. Let's check the roads again with our sunrise traffic. It's been a similar story over the last hour here. No major issues on the roadways. 390, 490, and 590 around Rochester, all up to speed at last check. Getting a view of the thruway as well. Things look good there as well if you're heading out of town. Well, the House committee investigating the January 6th Capitol attack voting to recommend contempt charges against former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows as lawmakers revealed a series of frantic texts that Meadows received as the attack was underway. We are joined by Washington correspondent Rashad Hudson live in D.C. this morning. Rashad, good morning. So what's next for these potential charges?
Good morning, Mark. These charges now will head over to, well, not charges, this vote will now head to the full House for a vote. From there, it will go to the Justice Department. Now, the committee says early on, former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows cooperated, providing text messages and emails, but last week declined to come in for a deposition. So that brought us to the vote from the committee. Now, committee members are saying this was a difficult vote because Mark Meadows is a former member of Congress in which he served with some of these people that are on this committee. So they said it was a hard vote to take, but the right thing to do in terms of trying to find out exactly what happened leading up and on January 6th.
Let's stick with the committee. Does it plan to subpoena any more former aides to President Trump?
Well, the committee says they are issuing those subpoenas as soon as they get more information or find out that people are not cooperating with them. But so far, they have interviewed more than 300 people and have collected more than 30,000 records. These are emails, text messages, videos, all trying to get to the bottom of what happened. Now, regards to Meadows, Meadows is the closest they can get to the top because going after a former president will be a challenge for them. So they're trying to stay within the inner circle of the White House. And now this will all be left up to the Justice Department because if the House votes today to hold Meadows in contempt of Congress, it then goes to the Justice Department, then the Attorney General will have to make those charges. And the committee says they do plan to hold some public hearings coming up in the near future.
Lots to sort through. Rashad, thank you for the live update this morning. Former President Trump's 2020 campaign manager Bill Stepien was scheduled to appear before the House committee yesterday. That deposition was postponed. All right, in other news, USA Gymnastics and the U.S. Olympics Committee agreeing to pay $380 million to the hundreds of sex abuse victims of the former national team Dr. Larry Nassar. A federal bankruptcy court approved the agreement in the aftermath of the largest sexual abuse scandal in the history of the U.S. Olympic movement. Today, marking 9 years now since the deadly mass shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary in Newtown, Connecticut. 20 children, 6 staff members there killed during the attack. That 20-year-old shooter, Adam Lanza, committed suicide before he could be taken into custody. All right, here's what some folks will be talking about at the water cooler this morning. Did you hear this? Time magazine naming Elon Musk its Person of the Year for 2021. Musk, of course, the founder and CEO of the space exploration company SpaceX, estimated to be the richest person in the world with a net worth of $300 billion. Tesla shares, of course, he founded Tesla as well, rising 60% in the last year, helping Musk pass Amazon founder Jeff Bezos as the world's richest person. That's a lot of dough, and the person, Time Magazine's Person of the Year.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that he passed Amazon.
Yeah.
Something that everybody uses, yet you don't really see that many Teslas
Yeah, I mean,
around
Tesla
here.
is now the world's richest automaker.
Wild.
Think about that.
Yeah, right. And they don't make school buses, but who knows?
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday. Right, I should say not now, but maybe later. Mostly sunny skies to start off, 30s. 40s this afternoon, pretty quiet over the next couple of days.
We'll take it for a Tuesday. That's it for us for now. Our next update coming up in 30 minutes. CBS Mornings is up next. Have a great day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.